listening to The Spot.
To the 2, the 3, the 4.
Oh yeah, just like that. This is The Spot right here on SoFloRadio.com. And yeah, it's a new year, and I had to kind of dust off the cobwebs because, you know, haven't been on air because we looking out for the big fellas. Y'all check them out right here on SoFloRadio.com. They're doing big things, no pun intended. Kind of, sort of, maybe, you know, all that. But got a lovely guest, host, legendary, over in yard them. Was that like a good, bad Jamaican accent?
That was good, actually.
Practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Boom love, ladies and gentlemen, right here with us right here on SoFloRadio.com, showing us much love. And glad you're here.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh man, it's been a long time coming. I've had a lot of requests. Somebody to come on and do the show with us. I'm glad she's here.
I miss radio, so I was just like, Jack, I need to come on, please.
And you're more than welcome to be here at SoFlo Radio. A lot of things we could talk about. We're going to talk about your past.
Okay.
Over in Jamaica, burning up the airwaves over there.
Yeah.
But we definitely got a very important guest coming through.
Oh yeah.
To tell us about something that's it really needs to be known. You know, like everybody comes up, and I like to use this line that there's always a story before the glory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And this lovely woman, Lucita Cherry, is coming by to talk about her memoirs. Just Let Me Die So I Can Live.
It's a very powerful title.
Very powerful title, very powerful story.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll talk about that. But let's talk about you, Miss Boom Love. like let the people out there know a little bit about
Well, actually, I actually started radio here in South Florida. I started on Sunny 104.3.
Sunny.
In West Palm Beach. I used to do some adult contemporary music and stuff. Okay. It was fun, and stayed on there for a couple of years, and then I moved to Jamaica. And I got on radio in Jamaica, and I just never left until last year. I loved it. I had a great time. 18 years in Jamaica doing radio. Was a chief entertainment editor for Fame 95 FM, and had a blast. Traveled the Caribbean.
Right.
You know.
I was just about to say that because it wasn't exclusively just in Jamaica.
I did like the whole Caribbean. It was really, really a blast, and it was a lot of fun. And I did a little, I do TV and radio, but mostly radio. And I did a little freelancing. Had my own little motorsports show.
Okay.
Love that. That was fun.
Yeah, Boom is that name is appropriately given to her.
Yeah, I ride motorcycles. I do rally, drag racing, the whole nine. I love that stuff. So I'm a big motorsports fan.
Now, what are some of the things that in your time over there in Jamaica that you recognized, culturally, as far as the influence and stuff of that nature?
Cultural influence from where? To here?
Yeah, some things that were possibly stolen.
Well, let me tell you something.
Or kind of whitewashed and named something else.
Well, Jamaicans are everywhere. I just saw on MSNBC that there's 1 million. We're the most immigrants in the Caribbean. Okay. There's 1 million Jamaicans in the United States. And then the second closest is Haitian. They have 900,000 people, but we have 1 million. So
they're coming.
They're catching up.
Inch by inch.
They're catching up. So we're kind of you can go anywhere and you'll find a Jamaican somewhere with a patty shop.
Right. Yeah.
So there's this, one of our major influences though is our culture, and that's through our music, because everybody of course loves Bob. Everybody knows Bob Marley, et cetera, et cetera. But more recently now, our music, the dance hall has now found a new home in the hip hop arena.
I mean, it always has. I mean,
with
Kool Herc, and it always has like its DNA.
He was more the culture, less about dance hall.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But we're very stingy when it comes to dance hall.
Yeah, just faking.
Yeah, we don't like when the people well, it's the feeling and the vibe. Like they feel like Jamaicans feel like, oh my God, you're taking our culture and then you're not giving us no kind of love for it. So when Drake came out with his latest album,
Views from the Six.
Yeah, Jamaicans were like, dude, like.
But it's a heavy Jamaican like influence up in Canada.
Agreed.
Right. So he was catering to that crowd up there, maybe.
I think let me give you an example. When Drake did this song, his song that he did with Popcorn,
right.
That song was supposed to come out first with him. When Jamaicans found out that they were going to just release a song without him and they put Beanie Man's sample in there, right. People were upset.
Drake was not invited back to Jamaica.
Upset with him, like how you can do that to him and Ray, but not realizing that everything's a plan. Right, you know what I mean? You come out with the song, get people to like it, then you do the remixes afterwards. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they never realized, but they were upset and they cussed Drake.
Whatever is this?
Yeah. They weren't too pleased with it, and even Sean. Not necessarily Drake, but there was this whole thing about now sometimes you can't even tell the difference between a dance hall beat and a hip hop beat because it's so close now. Right.
You've had like a nice wave, most of them kind of from Canada.
Yeah.
That are using that same dance hall vibe, like Tory Lanez.
Yeah. I love him though. I love his music.
Yeah, that's pretty good music.
Yeah, I love his music.
Justin Bieber, I don't think he was as embraced by the culture.
Well,
they even gave it a new name, didn't they?
Yeah, they.
Not dance hall anymore.
Rolling Stone of all people called it Tropical House.
Tropical House.
Straight dancehall music. There's no such thing as Tropical House.
I think we'll call it Tropical House.
Yeah, they just made that joker. They pulled it out of there and was like yeah. So there was nothing called Tropical House, but it's straight dancehall music. And when you look at the video, that's Jamaican dancing. That's straight from the dancehall.
Right.
Every single move that they're doing,
except for the jumping from the top of the building and just like
we're not. Wait, no, no, and the blocks, no, the blocks in the people's face and the people's private parts and all that kind of craziness.
Yeah, crushing the genitalia with leg drop. Bam.
Yeah, it's like they try to hurt each other.
Try.
It's just love. What's happened to the love in the dance hall?
I've seen a couple of those videos. I saw one young lady just concussed.
Yeah.
Nice little Bruce Lee kick to the head. Bam. Done.
It's not cute. I think, but that's really, to be honest, that's really extreme. Like when you go to a party, you don't see, people are not doing that. You know what I mean? They're whining and they're carrying on, but nobody's climbing up on top of the house and jumping off. Yeah. But you'll see it in the video though.
Well, something that caught my attention, I didn't get a chance to catch all of it.
Yeah.
I'm still on part 2, but the New Edition miniseries, did you catch it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Took you back, huh?
I sang every song. You know what I was very happy about? Because when they usually do these bio things, they never like play the song all the way out.
Yeah, or they have like knockoff.
Yeah, very bad version of it.
Yeah.
But they actually found actors who could sing. The guy who did Johnny Gill killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Well, I think what kind of worked from a behind the scenes, because I'm a big fan of like the behind the scenes stuff, was that Babyface executive produced, I believe, the music.
Nice.
Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, they also had a hand in the sound. These are also the authors of the music. Yeah, so it was very authentic. And then the story was like really on point as well. So
the story was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize, especially when I knew they were a young group, but I didn't realize like how the moms were so involved and the momagers, I should say.
Momagers. Well, just one momager.
Yeah, one momager.
Bobby, if you ain't see it yet, sorry.
No, but how could you not see it? BET's played about 50 times.
Well, you know what I said? I said that movie is like, for this generation, our generation, it's like what the Temptations movie was back in the day.
I would agree.
Because like now, if you watch it, you don't know who the hell Eddie Kendricks is, Otis Smith. You don't know who these guys are, but you still see Bobby with the crooked jaw. And Ronnie DeVoe.
Yeah, Belle DeVoe.
You got all these people. And then you know, the insight that they give you on some of the stuff that they went through.
I love the fact that there's two things I really loved about it. Their honesty.
Yeah.
They're very honest about it.
They're very transparent.
The other thing that I loved was that the people who wrote the actual script went to everyone individually, and spoke to them. And then apparently, like right before they were going to start filming, they gave all the guys the script. And they sat in a room for 10 hours. They went to a hotel, all of them. Sat in a room for 10 hours and read the script. And that was the first time that they realized what each other thought about each other. Because throughout the years, you know, you just live with your brethren or you live with your friend. You know what I mean?
You don't
and you do work, but you don't know what the heck they're thinking.
What they're thinking, right.
Even Michael was saying that he was surprised that him and Ralph had so much discord. They didn't even realize. And he also didn't know until he read the script that Ralph got a solo deal.
Right. And sacrificed the solo deal to keep the group together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of like, you know, things that was revelatory.
Yeah.
You actually have a story that's revelatory to me. Because you actually experienced New Edition.
Oh my gosh.
On air.
Yeah, New Edition came to Jamaica for a Jazz and Blues Festival, and they were awesome. You know, Bobby is special.
That's an understatement.
Bobby is a very special. So I was so excited because, I mean, I remember, you know, seeing the videos and, you know, staying up late and watching BET, because at the time, BET would come on at like 10 o'clock in an evening. Wow. Like it was infomercials the whole entire day until like the evening time, and then you get like one or two little shows and stuff like that. So I remember all like when BET first started. So it was so exciting to watch like my idols and everything, and then see them in concert, number one, and then get to sit down and talk to them. So I was so excited. We're like, yeah, I get to talk to New Edition. So Michael Bivins and Ronnie were there, and Bobby was there. It was three of them in the interview.
Was his jaw still crooked?
Bobby? I don't know. Everything was crooked about Bobby. Because Bobby eyes were going this way because he was so toasted.
He had that homegrown.
He was so toasted.
Jamaica homegrown.
So inside, because, you know, you have to be professional. So I'm talking to them. But inside, I'm like cracking up because, number one, I'm cracking up about how Michael Bivins and Ronnie were related, because they know he's drunk. You know, I mean, he's out of his mind drunk and slurring and talking craziness. And they're just like, they just hear what he says and just kept it moving. Like he was like the drunk uncle that, you know, you just love. And you let him talk. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, look at this. But I didn't realize until watching the actual movie that they had to put up with it for so long. Like I only knew that. I just thought he was just, you know, kind of drunkish for like a little while. Like he was like that for a very long time. So now it makes so now it makes total sense how they were behaving, because I would have been mad. If I was like in an interview and he was doing what he was doing, I would have been mad. But
on site, we fighting on site.
But it was so funny. But I enjoyed talking to them, and I at least got a chance to talk to my idols. So I was good. But Bobby was a little doodoo head back then. He was not. He was not nice. Ego was going crazy.
Was he at his peak? I mean, or this was well past?
No, he was the alcoholism was really bad, and he was chubby at the time, so his voice wasn't really there, and he couldn't really do all the moves and stuff like that. Like, he's better now, but when he was in Jamaica, it wasn't he was kind of, it wasn't sweet. But I enjoyed everybody else. They were good.
Well, let me stop the music for a second.
Why? I like it.
Is everybody paying attention? Because, I mean, I know Trump is somewhere around here.
Oh, boy.
But it's a holiday, y'all. I mean, the world just stopped because we just got some breaking news. Breaking news. Everybody in the studio paying attention, right?
Do you have the applause thing? Because we need an applause or drum roll.
In post-production, I'll have it.
Okay.
Beyonce, y'all. Beyond fucking say is having twins. Stand up, having a
Woo!
Who gives a shit? Like,
what the heck, though?
Yeah, the world stopped. It was the most trending thing in social media.
Instagram. Apparently, she made history in Instagram.
Apparently.
I don't get it. I love, don't get me wrong, love Beyonce.
Yeah.
I love her music. I love what she has to say. I love
to
her.
hear more about her music, but go ahead.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love her and Jay together. I wish Jay and her would do more music together. You know what I mean? I am about the music.
Right.
I love the fact that they're expanding their family. But
It's none of my business.
I don't see why.
To use a J line. What you eat don't make me shit. You know what I mean? Like, just be real. And I don't know. It's like talking about religion because you got the beehive and they're gonna come for you. And
but here's the thing:
you're a hater.
It's not that you are not happy for her, because you're happy for anybody who's able to bring life. You know what I mean. You're so excited for. I am, but I think that I'm more excited about her new music and what she's doing, or whatever music she's doing, or anything doing
with her creative product.
Yes.
That's what made you fall in love with her in the first place.
Exactly, not the fact that she's having sex with Jay-Z, her husband.
Which I don't want a picture. I don't need that missile picture.
So Pharrell had his triplets.
That one kind of just crept in.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he planned it, like, okay.
Well, but what do you know about Pharrell's personal life? Not a thing.
And but he makes great music.
Exactly. And that's what I care about.
I'm concerned about that. Yeah, but
another thing, they should do a group.
Who?
Pharrell's kids and Jay-Z's kids.
What about Kanye? You leaving Kanye out?
Oh yeah.
Well, but we're gonna go ahead and take a break and set things up for Lucita.
Yeah, Lucy. Oh my God, Lucy's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to her and find out a little bit more about her.
Yeah, I mean, she's got like a real interesting story. I mean, women of all ages are drawn to her remarkable story of survival. So, I don't know. It looks like it's a compelling read, and she also has a book signing,
book launch,
we should call it that, happening this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. We gotta talk to her about that. Yeah, gotta talk to her about that.
Yeah. We gotta talk a little bit more about that. But it should be good. Book release and signing. It's gonna be great. I love the book cover too.
Yeah, it looks real nice, real classy.
Yeah,
nice little look there. But let's go ahead. Oh, and also we got to give a quick shout out since we brought up Crooked Jaw Bobby. Bobby Brown, King R&B. Also an Aquarius. We're giving quick shout outs to the Aquarius artists for the month of February.
Nice.
And we just found out that Lucy's an Aquarius.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna show some love.
This is perfect for her.
Yeah, play a little Bobby.
What you gonna play? You gonna play Bobby?
I'm gonna surprise you.
You gonna surprise me?
A little something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's been a while. I mean,
so should we do the dances? I learned a lot.
I mean, I really want to talk about Bobby's career because he is a special bird.
He is.
Go let him do his thing right here on SoFloRadio.com.
And now back to the spot on SoFloRadio.com.
Oh yeah, and just like that, you know what time it is. Spot time. It's Lucy's time.
Hello, everyone.
Lucy Terry, y'all, here to talk about Just Let Me Die.
So I can live.
There you go. And obviously it's a serious amount of things that happen.
Yes.
Some events that happen, but I think what we are shining light on is the fact that you came out, like you were saying during the break, it's a rebirth.
Yes, it's like I'm being born again.
Yeah.
Like this is the rebirth, like the new Lucy, my new chapter.
I love that.
Now it was a lot of things that happened. Like you lost your parents.
Yes, at a young age.
Right.
Yeah,
yes. And the effects of that, I can only imagine. Like I can't even imagine, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, losing a parent is like you have nothing. People think it's like it's nothing, but when you lose a parent, it's like you're lost.
Yeah, your whole
Nobody's gonna
structure.
take care of your child like you would take care of your child.
Of course.
Nobody. I don't care what nobody say. Not auntie, cousin, sister, brother. Nobody's gonna take care of your child. Not even your grandma.
Oh man.
That parent-child connection is major.
It's really strong. Parent-child connection. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. So after you lost both your parents.
Both, yes.
What happened after that?
We was taken into somebody else's home.
Okay.
Yeah. And we stayed there for a couple of, I guess, a year or so. And we began to be in a DCF system. DCF came and took us, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how, the whole, I know y'all read my bio when they say the Hack Homeless Shelter. That's why we stayed at. So we got a place. Then I became homeless again.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was homeless at a young age, 16.
Wow.
Yes.
How did you survive all of that? I mean,
I just
homeless
survived.
at 16?
Yeah, I was sleeping in the park at 16.
You were going to school?
I was still going to school. That's why I showered and ate breakfast and lunch at school.
So you were keeping your grades up and you were doing your thing.
Yep.
And going to the park at night.
Yes. I mean, I would do every activity from cheerleading, dance, track, drama.
Yeah.
And then, keep myself busy till the nighttime comes. So,
Wow.
I can have a place to sleep, when you
Right.
instead of being at the park from 2 o'clock.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Be at the park from 6 at night till it's time to go back to school in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that at such a young age, having that kind of responsibility of having no stability at that point.
And what's actually running through your mind, as you're going to practice and all the other stuff, what's actually...
I had a teacher in I would say a teacher at the school. His name was Mr. Jones. He was an English teacher. He used to always. That's why I started writing poetry. Because he used to have us write poems. So I used to write everything that I was going through, but I used to do it in a poem format.
Right.
Yeah, so that what kept me going. That, and then also my dance teacher too.
So the writing and the dancing was your release.
Yeah, it was my release because I get to dance all the stress out.
Wow.
And I get to write it out too in a poem. And he would have us recite the poem. And just like the dance teacher, he would have us put on a show. And that was my,
your release, yeah.
And, when I would go to school, I wouldn't talk about being homeless. I didn't want nobody to know I was homeless because I was a popular kid.
Okay.
Everybody knew me.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I was just about to ask the question, kids can be
Cruel.
assholes.
Yes.
So, if somebody was to find out or something like that, that wasn't nothing that concerned you, like you said, right?
People,
because you were popular.
Yeah, it didn't concern me, but until people start finding out when it got closer to graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss out on grand night. Nobody see you at grand night weekend.
Yeah.
So they're like, why she didn't go? She popular. Why she,
Right.
They
Why
wanna
she not
know.
there?
Yeah, why she not there? That's when people started, putting 2 to 2 together.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're a recent divorcee and a mother of 7.
7, no epidural. Push them all out.
Okay.
Well, you pushed them all out, but nobody pulled out, evidently.
Nobody cut out neither.
So, the divorce. What were some of the things? Because everybody, everybody's marriage is different.
It was just the domestic and emotional abuse that really played a big part of it too.
Wow.
Yeah, they know you don't have no parents, so they want to talk to you any kind of way because they feel like you don't know
You have nobody to
the
go
value. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, what a power struggle that was.
Jesus.
And then you're trying to just take care of the kids and then did you have to shield the kids as well from him or
No.
Okay, so it was just you?
Yes.
Had to bear the weight?
Yes.
So
Oh,
tell me,
my.
when was the moment? 'Cause I know probably it might not be in the book if I'm spoiling it. Sorry.
If you're spoiling, I'll let you know if you're spoiling.
Yes.
When was the moment when you had the pot in your hand and he was asleep, right? You had the pot in your hand. You just, if I just hit him one good time.
That wasn't in the book though.
It wasn't in the book.
It was a moment like that, but
I bet it was.
I didn't have a pot in my hand though.
I bet it was. I've been in
You know
relationships.
you have
I
the
didn't have a
moment.
pot though.
I'm cool. I'm still cool with the women that I've dealt with, and I've heard stories like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have
It was in the
you have
pot,
the
though.
moment.
Yeah.
You have the moment.
If I had me something
Ooh.
come across your head,
Yes.
boy. Yeah. So
But it was in the pot and it did go across.
Oh, you actually. Oh, you had your Tina Turner moment.
Tina
Turn
Turner, Angela, what's Bastard?
Angela Bassett. Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, he made him a bastard. After
No, he already was one.
Yes.
But no, that's something where you overcame it and you found love after all that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Why did you hesitate to say that?
I find God.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
I find myself.
Okay, right.
I
And you
find
loved yourself.
after
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Well, he's still in the picture, so we're good. It's good for the book. Pay attention. They're still together.
Good for the book. Yeah, good for the book.
Yeah. So the event, like the book releasing or signing,
It's on my birthday.
which is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes, but I don't watch football, so I didn't know.
Because everybody's going to be.
Not everybody, because I got people that already pre-ordered their copies.
Oh, they're going to come. People going to come.
Oh,
But
yeah. People going to
a
come.
lot of people are about the Super Bowl, too. But your story is
Like
amazing.
I tell my friends, who y'all know on the field? Y'all know them on the field. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all don't know them.
Uh-huh.
That's actually a great
That's a
question.
good one. That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one right there. But, okay, so are you planning on, like, doing a book tour after the press?
Yes,
book release.
yes.
And
I'm
things of
planning
that
on
nature?
doing a book tour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on doing book tours, whatever it takes to get my
Speaking
story
engagements
out.
and
Because
stuff
I know,
like that.
I know I'm not the only one who been through it or who went through it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's other people that's going through it who have thought about it.
Right.
Just like I talk about in my bio, I talk about the suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
I had a lot of those from when I was a teen, from when I was a kid, like not even a teen, 12.
Yeah.
I had, and it played out through my adulthood also.
Right, and I can imagine, like, you must have had some
and
form of...
dealing with that, it was like, ugh, you think you crazy, you not really crazy. You just need somebody to go to, somebody to talk to who won't judge you.
Mm-hmm.
And now that that's all you have out there is people that's gonna talk about you
Right.
and make you feel like, I don't want to talk to this person. It's worthless, and you want to relieve all that. You want to entrust in somebody.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I can only
Unburden
imagine...
yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and I can only imagine that, I'm not a medical doctor,
Yes.
but there had to been some form of postpartum to go with that depression.
Yes, it
So-
was. I think I had so much. Like, it's not even postpartum. I mean, I think I went through half of the stuff I think I went through went on Facebook. Like when I shaved my hair bald,
Wow.
it went on Facebook. Like, yeah. So it was like, I had all type of emotions.
You went through the whole thing.
The whole thing. The not sleeping, the depression, the always thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bad thoughts, everything.
Holding the pot in the hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pot,
Oh,
stick, anything.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the writing process because
Yes.
you said you used to write when you were younger. You
Yeah.
used to do the poetry. Tell me, like, how long did you write for when you were writing the book? Like, how many hours a day did you write?
In the morning when I take the kids to school, I write.
Uh-huh.
I go to sleep, pick the kids up, go back and write. After I finish, doing mommy duties, go back
Yeah.
and write.
Right.
If I'm writing a poem, I go write the poem. If I'm going to fix a chapter, I do that too. But it in total, I believe it took me like a year
To get everything
to get
together.
everything like till today. Yeah.
Did some of the poems get into the book?
Yes, it did.
Fantastic.
Yes, I mean, I got pictures in the book. Y'all gonna see the storylines and everything.
Right.
Yeah. And like I told you when we was off air, it's like I'm giving birth to myself again because I relieved everything that was hurting me on the inside. Like, you know how they say, when you heal is when you could tell your story and you no longer cry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come to terms with everything that
Yeah, I
happened in
came
your
to
past?
term with it. I forgave everyone in my past.
Oh, wonderful.
And I'm moving forward.
And it's showing, with some of the things, obviously, with, the book releasing and things of that nature, that you're growing past your hardships.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Let Me Fix Your Crown and Girls of Honor.
Oh,
thing you
let
got
me
going on.
fix your crown.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
These are a group of women. I mean, I had so much. It's a lot of broken women out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like hurt females that's out there who need somebody to, go to and just scream and for you to just not judge and say it's okay. You know, it's people that just want you to sit there and just listen without you judging them. And I had a girl that came to me and said she needed me to talk to her. I didn't know what the problem was, but she felt like she wanted me to listen to her story. And it took her like an hour to tell me her story. So, and that's when I say, you know what? Because I was getting different females every other day, every other week. People would inbox me, text me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just pull everybody together. They don't know each other. Let me put everybody together. Tell them, don't come with no makeup on. Come with your pajama on. I'm going to rent a hotel room, and we're going to go in the hotel. And we're going to talk about our problems. If you want to cry, if you just want to come to cry, come to cry. If you want to come to talk, come to talk. And what I used to do, I write my questions on a card. Yeah, and I ask them a question, like, depending on what the topic is,
right? Get them going.
Yeah, get them going and stuff. And I always, when I end the session, I always ask them before I end the session. I always ask them, what is this chapter in your life called right now?
Yeah.
And they'll tell their chapter. They'll tell me their chapter, and then I always end it. I say, so, what is your next chapter in your life going to call? What are you going to call the next chapter in your life? So,
where do you think all that come from? Like, I mean, because that's
I had to learn how to be strong for a long time. So it's like I would say, this is my chapter. This is chapter name.
Yeah.
Let me change this chapter for this month. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes there's some pivotal moments that make you just change completely, go a whole nother direction.
Yeah.
Now you feel like this is kind of leading you into a path where you're probably going to be doing more books.
Yes,
and
you
speaking engagements and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and you
that.
asked me about the Girls of Honor.
Right.
The Girls of Honor. Somebody came to me and was like, Lucida, I need you to talk to these girls. These girls are broken. For some reason, my spirit keep telling me to go to you, but I was scared at first. But you know what? These girls are broken. So I need you to do something with these girls. So at first I was like, what am I going to tell these teenagers?
Right.
Teenagers bigger than me and everything. I'm like, what am I going to talk to them about?
That's not hard to do.
Yeah. Y'all don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
She's very short, so it's not hard to do.
So I was like, what am I going to talk to them about? So, okay, then I was like, okay, I'll talk to them. Right. So, okay, as I planned for the meeting for the Girls of Honor, I called it the Girls Talk. And at first I didn't know what to expect. I'm thinking we just going to have fun and we're going to talk about different topics. Right. So I changed for some reason that Sunday, because it was on a Sunday, and something to say, change the title of the steps you're doing with this program. This is not for it. So for some reason I just took the girls in different group, because it was so much girls. I didn't think it was so much that was going to come. Right. And I was like, you know what? I just did 7 groups. And I had a group called Depression, Rebellious, Bullying. I had different groups. Group names. And when I told these kids because my teacher did this with me, my English teacher who I was talking about, he did this with us. Like, he would put us up in groups and he would tell us to talk about a topic. Like, if we're doing, let me see, I can't think of it. But if we're doing like a bullying, he'll tell us to act it out. Okay. So I did that with the teens. I had them act that out. And they did it. And the kids wouldn't come up and talk about the topics, because the topics was getting to them, because this is what they was really going through. Right. Yeah. And I was like, Jesus, what did I just do? Right. And it was not a dry eye in the room. And I'm like, parents don't understand that they need to talk to their kids. Just because you pay the bills, it means something, but these kids need your undivided attention also. They want they want to hear that I love you. They want to hear that, because that's I never heard that. I never heard that when I was growing up. I never heard that I love you. So that's probably what played with my suicidal thoughts too, like lead to it. Right. Yeah, so it was, like I said, you'll read about it in the book. I don't want to, spill it, but it gets, you're going to see it in the book. That's all I can say. You got to get the book to read, see. Well,
let them know, like, what to expect or who to expect at the book's release and signing.
Well, the book release, like he said, it's February 5th at Ballroom Banquet Event Hall, 4858 Northwest 167th Street in Miami, Florida. I'm going to have special guests from Butterfly, Rebecca.
Oh, she's dope.
Yeah,
Great
she's a poet.
Yeah.
And I'm having Calvin. He's also a poet. And I have liturgical dance that's going to be there. And I have a singer. He's very awesome. He's going to also be there too. So I have like a little program, going on.
Full entertainment program.
Yeah, then I'm going to do the book signing. It's not your regular book signing. Like I told you, it's like me giving myself, I'm being born again.
Are you going to read from one of the chapters?
Like a couple of passages?
No. Like I said, this is not a that's why I have poems that's why I have the poets that's going to be there.
Man.
I shoot them my bio so they already know how to,
Yeah.
get the people off the edge of their seats.
You've had such a tremendous journey. What are you most proud of?
I'm proud of this moment that I'm out of that.
Out of the journey.
Out of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The title says it all.
Yes. It
I mean,
does.
not only the title, the chapters say it all.
Right.
I have a chapter that's called Touch, She Told Me to Lie. He looking like, you want to know what that chapter
Yeah,
means.
go ahead. Like, well, you ain't gonna talk
No, I ain't
about
going to talk about it, but I know you want to know what that
better
chapter
get a copy.
You better get a copy.
Yeah.
I want to know another chapter title. Just
Divorce,
one.
divorce to die for. Yeah, she looking like, okay. Okay.
But we already know that's the one with the pot.
That's not in the book.
That's the one- it's
That's in
not-
part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, part two.
Part 2. Yeah, but we definitely appreciate you coming through and
Thank you.
and wish you nothing but the best of
Oh,
luck.
it's gonna be
Thank
Not
you,
just
thank
with
you.
this book, but your journey overall, because you definitely, I feel like, nobody's put on this earth for no reason.
Yes.
Even though you might have like dark moments where you might like contemplate and wonder like, what the hell am I doing here?
Yes.
Your journey, your testimony is obviously enough to touch other people.
Yeah, and like I said
You
before, I'm not the only one that been through it
Exactly,
or
right.
is going through it. And I'm right now, I feel like I'm setting the mode for everybody who been hurt to come out, release that hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Not everybody's out here to hurt you.
Truth.
Very true.
That's
Not
truth.
everybody's out here to hurt
Very
you.
true.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
you're in pain, you always think that
Everybody's out to
everybody
get you.
get
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Everybody's
No.
out to get
You're
you.
in defense mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
all
always
the
in
time.
defense mode. You always have your hands up. You like, okay,
Yeah.
this person's gonna try me. You
Right.
gotta give it a try.
Yeah.
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 Let it live.
I love the fact that you've touched
That's
so
why I
many
say
people.
so I can
So
live.
good. So good.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and let the people know where they could find you in social
Where
media.
you can find the book too.
The book, exactly. Oh, Bamboo Trends Publishing. Of course, Amazon.
Yes.
That's another place that's available for you. But social media, let them know where they can find you.
I'm also on Facebook at Luisita Cherry Queen Bee. And Twitter, Luisita Cherry. That's LOUISSITACHERY. And also Instagram at Luisita_Cherry.
Okay. Boom. Let them know where they can find you.
Oh, you can,
Boom love.
you can find me at CP Boom Love on Twitter and CP Boom Love on Instagram. Just let me die so I can live.
Yes.
What a great title.
Yeah, that's definitely a good read. It looks like it's going to be a good read. And
I mean, the characters in the book, they gonna have you off your seat. You gonna be like, what?
man, don't let it all out now.
I ain't letting it all out. I'm
Yeah,
just telling
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You gonna be like, what?
Don't want to miss her. Ballroom event, banquet hall, 4858 Northwest 167th Street.
Yes, in Miami Gardens.
Miami Gardens, 5 p.m. on
5
Sunday.
p.m. Sunday.
So make sure you go check it out.
That's good enough time before the Super Bowl. Which
I
is
mean,
like-
if you don't watch Super Bowl, just come out, stay.
No, the Super Bowl is later. It's like around 8 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
so
good.
so
You
they good. Yeah.
Come on by, check out the book. Of course, Boom Love. You might be seeing her somewhere on the station that she's currently on. Maybe
The Flavor
the
Radio.
Flavor Radio.
.com. That's
Flavor-
coming up in
yeah.
in February.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it is February. I can't believe it's February
Already.
Yes, the
Already.
first week.
Yeah, so I'll let you know more about that.
Let me
Crossing
know.
Borders is
Crossing
the name of
Borders. You got to
the name of the
definitely check
show.
that out.
Yeah.
This has been The Spot. Peace.
It's been good.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you for having me.